Hey there, my brothers. How are things going for you these days? I know that's probably a loaded question, emotional for some of you. Life may be more difficult than it has ever been before. Maybe you've lost a job or a loved one or your health. Maybe you're struggling financially or relationally. Maybe you're confused or doubting or angry. I hate these seasons because I hate suffering. Even though I know that suffering will produce good things in me, I would still do almost anything to avoid it. I wonder if there's some way to survey questions people have when they're suffering. I bet the runaway winner would be, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? How many times have I asked the question, why? I spent 5 years without work, without meaningful income, without health, without impact or significance. Why did this happen to me? What did I do that was so bad? How come everyone else could keep going and, living profitable lives when I got sidelined? I ask the question why a lot. To be honest, I think this is a good question, but only if I ask it humbly and honestly. In fact, I've learned a lot by asking and pondering that simple question. I've come to realize that when I ask it, there are two things I'm hoping will be satisfied: my head and my heart. See, this is both an objective, intellectual question as well as a deeply personal, emotional question. Both need to be satisfied in order for me to be able to endure suffering well. I've come to realize that there are actually several possibilities for why suffering is happening to me. And like any good doctor or mechanic, I need to diagnose the problem before I can prescribe a solution. When I can identify a particular reason for why I'm suffering, it can help me navigate my way through that suffering a little better. For example, say I'm trying to connect my computer to the internet, but my modem's not online. My modem's disconnected. Well, it won't work. I could spend a lot of time trying to fix my computer, but the computer isn't the problem. I've been misdiagnosing the issue and therefore misprescribing the solution. I need to get to the real problem. The same way I need to understand the real reason why I'm suffering and then act appropriately in response to that suffering. One psalm that has been particularly helpful to me has been Psalm 107. I love the poetry and the symmetry of this psalm. It describes 5 different groups of people and the reasons why they suffer. And I believe that all of my suffering can be related back to one of these 5 groups. When I consider my suffering through this lens, it helps me know what my most appropriate response should be. So over this next week, we're going to look at that psalm. I would encourage you to read it through every day. Ask the Holy Spirit to speak to your heart, to illuminate things for you. Suffering is miserable for all of us. But hopefully this week will give you insights and strategies on how to navigate difficult times in your life. If these devotionals are helpful to you, I would encourage you to share them with other men who could use them. Simply direct them to impactus.org. And if you're not already a subscriber to these devotionals, you can sign up there as well. I hope you have a great week, that no matter what you're going through, you will sense the presence of God and his consistent love in your life in exceeding ways. God bless you.